If collecting is your love,
I want more.
every day.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 Sig Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love,
I want more.
every day.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 Sig Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting
I want more.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of
Hola. ¿Qué pasó, mi amigos? Ooh, my lighting is a little off. Here we go. There we go. Now I can properly fix my stuff. What's going on, Don? Hey, Crystal. Crystal, are you ready for the big day tomorrow? I'm so excited. Hope so, not gonna lie. Lot of walking, that's what I was always told. When you're ready, just start walking. The more you walk, the more likely it's gonna happen. At least that's what my mom said. My mother was a registered nurse and got her master's and worked in the health field for almost her entire life. So I tend to believe what my mom says. Went to the mall and walked today. That's it. It's the way to go. Oh, mama. Tomorrow, I'm telling you, tomorrow. Felt like you were walking a marathon, yep. Tomorrow, it's not going to be like tomorrow morning. It's going to be like tomorrow in the late evening. Unfortunately, it's going to be a very long night. But it's tomorrow. That's it. That's what I'm putting out into the world. That's what I'm putting out in the world. I mean, it might not finish tomorrow, but it's going to start tomorrow. So, for what that's worth. We're at least going to get that. What up, Hex? How you doing, brother? Oh, so I have been very busy today. I saw they're starting at 800. Yep. Did they say what the floor was going to be? Sometimes they post the full graph. It'll come out in a graph that has 800 at the top, and then as it goes down, you'll see a line physically manifest the price. But it'll have a bottom line. Yeah. I'll just look it up now. I mean, I don't know why I didn't just look it up myself, because that would have made sense. But I'm lazy. I think that's what it boils down to. Oh, don't need that. I need that. There it is. Tops. That was spelled wrong. Yes, I'm human. Yes, I'm a human. Thanks. Dutch auction, you pieces of dog. It does not have the bottom. Doesn't say. a.m. Pacific. I'll probably monitor it. 2 autographs per box. That's probably going to sell at a pretty high price, I'll tell you that. Nobody's buying it at 800. There's only one time in history I have ever seen a Dutch auction sell out in the top like 10%. And that was, I want to say it was Panini. And it was during COVID, right after everybody got their fat checks. People were diving in on cards because they were hot. And something sold out in the top 10%. This should not sell in the top 10%. I'd have to see what the intervals are. I mean, again, it's speculative. It would be a guess. Hold on a second. Hello? You know, it's funny, Mrs. The Breaker. I called them to say that he was going to be absent today. I actually called in at 8:15. James missed school today because I have a blown head gasket on my car and Mrs. The Breaker had to go to work. So he got a free day off. But, oh, don't worry, Jimmy. You're going to school tomorrow. It's a minimum day, so it's not like he missed a lot. He would have got out like after 4 hours anyway, so not a big loss. Yeah, Don, I agree. So, I mean, again, it would be speculative. But for a 2 autograph Topps Chrome, I would not be surprised if they went between 5 and 6. I bet you they have the floor at probably 250, maybe 3. I'm going to watch it tomorrow. Crystal, I'm not going to get in on it. But I will keep an eye. I'll give you my best bet, but don't get mad at me if I'm wrong. Just don't buy it at 800. Don't buy it at 700. If it sells out at 600, it's selling out overpriced. Which could possibly happen. I mean, this is not a product that is out often. Or I shouldn't say out often. That hasn't been out for a very long time. It's a flagship product, so we'll see. We will see. I don't think it would ever get down to 200. I think it would sell out probably around 5. Close to it. I'll have to see. I won't know until what they declare the floor. Because a lot of companies, a lot of like the actual... I'll tell you this, like companies like Blowout, companies like Steel City, the big companies, they don't have an allotment of these. These are Dutch auction for everybody, as far as I know, and at least how it was 6 years ago. So they also have to get in on them, and they will have a set price. They'll be like, okay, I think that it is going to, we need to buy it at this price or less. So typically what it was 20% below bottom. So if it was, 200 bottom, they want to get it at 240. But it also depends on the product. There have been many times where we were able to get below what we wanted, and there were many times where we missed completely out on a product because it sold faster than we anticipated. It's a crapshoot, and that's exactly how Topps wants it. They want to squeeze every penny out of you. They want you to attack your FOMO. They're jerks. As promised, I am rocking my 50th anniversary Darlene jersey. Hello, me lord. Currently, last I checked, it was the end of the second period. Washington and Buffalo were tied at 1, heading into the third. Washington not able to really crack the defense. Only 9 shots on goal, and one of them scored. The Buffalo defense is holding firm, which is always good. Yeah, this is the first active player jersey I ever received. This was a gift from my family. And then shortly after I got this one, I got the Eichel jersey, which was the kiss of death. If I buy an active player's jersey, it means that they're not going to be on the team any longer when it comes to hockey. So I just stopped buying active players other than football. Sabres looked great in the first. Team looked a little flat in the second. Yeah, they were. That was a bad pass, honestly. That led to the goal. That was front. The wingers were over penetrated, and the defensemen were not covering the blue like they should have. So that I don't blame that goal on. It's bad positioning. They weren't attacking like they were in the first. But you'll have to tell me how the third's going. Even though we're on fiber, I probably could stream the game and do this at the same time, but I don't want to take my attention away from you. It's still a little too light. Oh, now I look like a human being. There we go. There we go. Much better. All right. So, Rob Ray said it's the lack of fights. He was going to start telling the guys they need to drop the gloves. Listen, and it seems like every time there's more than one fight per game, the Sabres win. So maybe there is something to what Razor has to say. Man, every time I think of Rob Ray, I think of the card I missed. The Rob Ray fight strap that looked like it had blood on it. And it sold for like $35 before I could snag it. And I regret that every day. I want to say it was an ITG card. And it was the Rob Ray fighting. Rob Ray is the reason, basically, we have fighting straps. Rob Ray changed the rules for jerseys single-handedly. I believe one of the rules is literally called the Rob Ray rule. For those who don't know hockey, on the back of a jersey is a strap. See? And that strap snaps into your girdle, your pants. And that prevents the jersey from going over your head. Unless you unbuckle it. Then the jersey comes off. Back in the day, when the fight straps first came out, that was the number one way to tell whether you had an authentic jersey or not. Because the non-authentic jerseys did not have the fighting straps. So you would go around and be like, oh, is that authentic? Turn around. And they would turn around and you could see the stitching for the fight strap. Like, oh, that's legit. Nice. That's a $200 jersey. That was because, sports fans can be bougie too. Yo, is that authentic? Spin around. Oh, there's the fight strap. It's real. Now, they're pretty standard on almost every jersey. Every level of jersey has the fight strap. It's just the quality of the fight strap. Rob Roy would pull his jersey pads completely off before he fought his opponents. And they had nothing to grab onto during the scrum. That is true. He would also wear jerseys that were 3 or 4 times bigger than he was. Because that is the advantage. If you can't hold on to him, he gets to hit you harder. It's great. It's the Razor. He's the man. He was the quintessential Buffalo tough guy from, 1989 to 2001, I think it was. I want to say it's a 12-year career. It's either 2001 or 2003. It was either 12 or 14 years. He spent some time in that Sabres uniform. Tocchet used to hem his sleeve short so before he could shake. Yeah, there's an art to fighting in hockey. Yep. Listen, it's not as easy as you think to fight on skates. And if you don't know what you're doing, your punches are going to be very ineffective. You need to learn to stick the toe into the ice so you can get a full swing in. Honestly, I wish fighters were allowed to wear figure skates that have the toe pick on them, because then they could just stick the pick in the ice and swing. They get more torque behind their punch. Dean Youngblood's dad taught us that. It's true. With his CCM Pro Tac 2s. The CCM Pro Tacs. I remember when that film came out, everybody on my block was like, we got to get the Pro Tacs. We got to get the Pro Tac skates. Like, the Pro Tacs, you could literally see, like, the nails on the bottom of the skate on there. I got a picture of the old Pro Tacs. These are old hockey skates. Why didn't you teach me this sooner? Oh, man, I got to find some nice 1980s. Oh, yeah. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, man. Literally. Literally, you can see the nails. These, oh baby. These were the CCM Pro Tacs. Woo! Look at those bad boys. Oh, there it is. Oh, hey now. Oh, hey now, don't you know? Look at that quality right there. Oh, hey, bud, look at that quality. It's a quality skate. Man. Take a look. Bro, I tell you, no hosers be wearing those. Don't see those on a duster. Ooh-wee. Man, oh man. It's a fine piece of equipment right there. I'm old. I know, I'm old. Oh. Oh, man. Look at that in the box. You still have your 90 CCM tacks in the shed? There they are. That's right there, folks. That right there was the pinnacle of gear. Brought them in brand names. Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah, no cushion. Look at this. You can see the nail heads where they clipped and rounded them off right there. That's where that's where the that's where the metal, the rivets on the other side are. Yeah, you wore 2 pairs of socks. You wore Pro-Tacs. Oh, look at that ox blood color on there. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, hey, look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, beauties. Look at them beauties in the ox blood. Oh, hey there. Those are prettier than a new set of snow tires. Take a look at them. God, I'm not gonna lie. I just want the freaking box. This is amazing. This is amazing that this is in the original box. Oh, it makes my day. Got the carriers. Grandma made you some fresh carriers too. That's why I'm a CCM guy to this day. Yeah, buddy. Oh, some goalies. Woo. Goalies got extra protection. Obvious reasons. Got them bad boys. Also almost NIB. Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, I probably couldn't even ice skate anymore. My center of gravity is not the same place it was when I skated. I just saw a funny hobby-related thing, a PSA slab in one of those bumper ring things, and then all of that in a bigger acrylic case. Can't wait for a case for the case for the case. Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous. I just put old blades off and pop new blades on, right? Yeah. Yeah, back in the day, you didn't have to bake your skates at 180 degrees for 2 hours. It wasn't 2 hours, it was like 30 minutes. And then you'd wear your baked skates around the house to break them in with your blade guards on because they were memory foam. Back in the day, they didn't have those. Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. Now you bake skates. Back then, you didn't. It was just leather. There was no memory foam. No, they bake them now. Back then, you wore them to break them in because they were leather. There was no foam in there. You were lucky if your tongue had some cushioning on it. Darlene. Rasmus. I did have a Vanek jersey. I had a Vanek Slug jersey. I had a Ryan Miller one of these. I had an Eichel. I had this one. Walked around Kelly's apartment for a week in my skates with guards on before I ever touched it. Oh, you had to. You had to, man. The blisters if you didn't? No way. No way. Whew. Yeah. Those were the days. I swear I probably could not even ice skate anymore. The last time I stepped foot on the ice had to have been 15 years ago. I need a goat head black and red Shatan jersey is what I need done. I need that jersey in either Shatan or Hashik. I grew up, Dominator was my goalie. Don't get me wrong, I loved the Pupa era. But the quintessential one is definitely in the goat head is definitely, in my opinion, Shatan. Hasek, close number 2. We're all Pupa. Pupa and Barrasso. Grant Fuhr. Buffalo had some pretty good goalies in its time. Malarchuk. Yeah, Finneganov. Yep. Maxim. Zhitnik for the deep. I mean, you want to go deep cut. McKee. May. Barnaby. I'll be right back. San Francisco Spiders are still one of the coolest jerseys ever. I'd have to go look. A Patty Law and a Sanderson. I know. It's not cool to wear a Barnaby. Steve Shields. Oh. Excuse me. I want to point out the only reason I'm able to log into Reddit is because this is a company computer that I've never tried to log into, and a brand new IP from a brand new router. Otherwise, if I tried that, it would not be possible. Ooh, Spider-Man. I was always partial to the Quebec Nordiques. Vancouver Voodoo. I had, what did I have? Historically, I have 2 Joe Sakic's. I have a, white Quebec Sakic. I have a Avalanche Sakic. I had a Madonna Minnesota North Stars. I had a Chelios striped Blackhawks. I think that's it. Yeah. Then, of course, all my Sabres jerseys. My football jersey collection was way better than my hockey collection. Hockey jersey is just more comfortable. The Thornton Pooh Bear. Oh, hey, don't you know? Let's go over a couple of things. First and foremost, let's get some work stuff out of the way. Gotta do my job, you know. Robots! Robots is right here. These are 5 of the items. These are not all the items. Every single thing that isn't named Lee Cozy has a second piece of art with it. There are now 2 giveaways. There is Variance. Variance has, I believe, 3 giveaways. And of course, if you like comic books, signed, sealed, delivered. Do you happen to have the infamous Iron Man #1 2025 Scotty Young variant Mexican foil in the vault? Sabres lost 2-1. That sucks. Oh well. Oh, is that the Doom one? Oh. Hold on, let me look. I did, it would probably be in this one. Yikes. No, but that one's nasty. Only 500 of those. That was a New York Comic Con exclusive. Doesn't look like it. Now, mind you, there's about 16 of those boxes, but all the other ones are labeled autographed. This one was labeled Scotty Young. So, I mean, I see it's going for what, about $50 a copy? Limited to 1,000. I see it for 35. I don't think I'd be able to get my hands on it for any cheaper, to be honest with you. I could ask around, but I bet you I'm paying probably at least 30 for it. We had them, you know, we did, that was in our breaks before. We had a couple of copies of it that we immediately stacked in as soon as we got them. I don't think we saved any of those. We had a signed copy of that, now that I think about it. Yeah, we had a signed copy of that. I'm willing to wager we had a signed copy. So, here's one for you. Take a look at this. This is worth noting, dude. Ah, yeah. There's a CGC 98 for $157.99. That's not a bad price at all. Whoop, buy that one immediately. On second thought, maybe no. God, no. Don't buy that. Do not. Not unless you want it just to have it to say you have it. Woo! Somebody rolled that down a back alley. There's a Scotty Young one for $100. Well, you could buy that one for $150, crack it, have him sign it. At least you know he's signing a mint copy. I mean, that's it, the 157 is super cheap. I knew it was a good price when I saw it. It's also another famous one. We have one or two of those laying around. Oh, this is one of my favorite Magnetos. I love that cover. Yarp. I mean, this whole thing is Scotty Young pretty much. Let's get it so you can see it. Oh, you know what? That's right. I bought this for a reason. I can just do this. Now you know why I spent $150 on a mic arm. Only 40? Where's the good ones? Man, I wish I could get that for $10. That's a hell of a book. What up, Detroit? How you doing? That was another very well received cover. Oh man, we never showed you guys this one. It's only 1,000 of those. Miko Saiyan. That's a Saiyan cover.
not a cheap book. Super Saiyan.
Go ahead, have a drink, lad.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
Thanks, Don. I needed that. All right, I got to put these away. I have to put them back in the climate-controlled room. Yeah, timing. I have to go through my comics. I have to purge some of mine so that I can start concentrating on what I want. The only problem is I don't know what I want. So I may just pick an artist and decide to get all of that artist's work. I mean, I have every book of my favorite character, so I really can't be like, oh, I'm going to collect this character. I already have all of the vigilantes that there are. Although I technically don't have the first appearance of Vigilante, which I believe was in Teen Titans. I just picked a character and then I only get books with covers I like. Maybe that's the way to do it. I may pick an artist. I may find an artist I have access to regularly and just decide to collect their stuff and have them sign everything. Because I'm a nerd like that. So, if you remember, Lee... Oh, yeah, I mean, Sapporos, dude, buy what you like. I never dissuade people from buying what they like. Even if it's not, like, if you're trying to do a concentrated collection, but there's something you like, get it. Why rob yourself of something you enjoy? Don't have a strict rule of, oh, I can only get this. No, man, get what you like. That's what collecting's all about. I do the same, but I have a few artists I like to grab, like Scotty Young or Peach. I love Peach's work. It disappoints me that Peach's full books were not received very well. They gave her the X-Men run with what's that character's name? The Shield. The girl that manifests the armor. Is it Armor? She did a great job on that book, and it was not well received, and that's sad. Yeah, Double Trouble. Boop. And this is Peach too. Oh, Peach's work is wonderful. Dare I say, I enjoy Peach's watercolor more than David Mack's. I said it. I do enjoy. David Mack is very good at doing a singular character. Yes, I've seen him do things that, are full scenes. But I think the way she does her scenery and her backgrounds, I like it a little bit better than David Mack will just do a blank background with a character on it. I get it. It's minimalist. It's a thing. I understand. I like the way she does her full bleed backgrounds better. What can I say, my lord? You have a yeah, you do. I think you got it from us. Didn't you? Didn't you win one of these before? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Like, wait a minute. We got a glut of those. We were privy to the person that had her do a signing. So we got very lucky to get a lot of Peach stuff. Unfortunately, it was a lot of the same book over and over again because they just gave her a stack and said go. Rose Besh is fantastic. If you remember about 6-8 months ago, we scored a bunch of Rose Besh stuff, and I said, you guys really need to be keeping an eye on Rose Besh. Her signatures used to be about $10. Now they're 30. Rose is doing great. I know, right? You can never have too many signed Peach items. I have, via trade, you know what? I gotta, let me look. Doug gave me this nice this really cool cloth and cardboard graded thing. There it is. This is my I'm Gonna Gloat book. This is one of my favorite graded books I have. Sam and Bags both signed it in silver. One of my faves. I got that book directly from Sam. Listen, if you ever get an opportunity to meet Sam De La Rosa, he's at most big cons. He takes pristine care of the books he sells. I know, I'm sorry. He takes pristine care of his books. I have purchased numerous books from him for myself and for Jimmy. And we as a company have bought a few. His books, like, yeah, I'm sorry, yours was a 9.6. 9.6 is still very good. His books are always in great shape. I have never bought a book from him, looked at it, and was like, it's got a ding. He's very careful with his stuff. So I bought this directly from Sam. And then Trevor, oi, oi, oi. Hello, mate. Trevor took it to Bags to have Bags sign it in person. And then I sent it off to JSA with my first run. And very pleased that came back looking beauty. Beauty. What's up, Paul? What's new, buddy? I'm still pissed about this. This should be a 9.9 or a 10. I may send this into PSA. I may send that to PSA and see if it gets a better grade. I don't think any of these are foil. No. Pretty sure. Oh, Brownie. This is my favorite Superman modern cover. It's technically not a Superman book. It's an Action Comics book. This is my favorite cover. God, I love this cover. Oh, I'm not worried about it, Paul. Just don't let it happen again. I absolutely love this cover. I bought this solely for the cover. It is a Lee Weeks and Matt Herms cover. I love it. Here's a nice one. Here's a Nakayama. That reminds me. Excuse me. I have, I believe, a gaggle of comics still in that collector's thing. Collect forever. You have your collection on an Excel spreadsheet? I'm not that good. I'm not that patient. I have a computer at my house, but it's not plugged in most of the time. I have an app that I started to do it on, and then again, lazy, so didn't happen. All right, where is my? Oh, it's because it's not under that email. It's my old email. That would be why I can't get in. Let's try that again. I think Doug owns the entire run. I don't know why I just did that. I can figure that out from here. Let's cancel that and go to my phone. All right. Can't log in because I got it wrong 3 times. Oh well. Pretty sure I had a bunch of stuff on there too. The one that I was cataloging, mine was. Actually, I may have deleted it because I was using it so infrequently. I did. But good news is. that's the regular one. Yeah, that far and away is the best price, B2 Dub. Like, by a landslide. Does not differentiate Mexican foil from regular. That is something they'll have to work on. That's an awesome cover. Yeah, Go Collect has a. You can put your own collection in there. There is a My Comics collection ability. Ooh. You can bulk upload CGC cert numbers. Wow, you can take your spreadsheet. Oh, I guess not by spreadsheet. But you can, let's try it. Let's do it. What? Oh, I did. 575903. There it is. Oh man. This is my personal account. Doug has the business account. Truth be told, I'm probably going to buy a business account for myself too and use this as my main comic hub. It's that good. I endorse it fully. Hey, Go Collect, if you would like to give me a free account for endorsing you, I would love it. I would solely use you on my stream, Go Collect. Wink. I mean, $90 a year. I think you can afford to give me one. All right, folks. What else you want to talk about? Anything else, or have we run its course? I feel like we haven't been here very long. What up, T-Bone? We're just talking about comic books, man. Thoughts on the proliferation of parallels? We are in the modern junk wax era, Sapphoros. If it's not autographed or numbered to, I don't know, 49 or below, nobody cares. Junk scarcity. I agree with that statement. I half expected Sapphoros to say, this leads into my next question. What's your opinion on Dutch auctions? What are your thoughts on comic industry dipping their toes into comic packs versus ratio cover releases, etc.? I hate it. Listen, a couple years ago, not too long ago, the comic book industry realized that doing 80 variants of one book was not a good idea when they saw people cutting back on their subs. You were driving the... So listen, there's two type of comic book collectors, in my opinion. There's a casual collector that's going to pick up a newsstand or go to their LCS and grab a book. And then there's the diehard that is going to have a sub and pick up, his box once a week. And for those who don't know what a sub is, you can go to your local comic book place and say, hey, I would like all of the Superman and Detective Comics put in my mailbox. And then on a weekly basis, you go pick up your mailbox or on a pull list. Thank you. And you can have that, given to you. There were a lot of people that got rid of their pull list and their subscriptions, because it was just too much. Like, oh yeah, my pull list was 85 books in 2 weeks. Wait, no, let me go through and why is this happening? It literally caused the dedicated, because I consider the person with the pull list more of a dedicated collector. I know, listen, yeah, snobbery, but I mean, this is my opinion, man. The person with the pull list is going to be more of a dedicated collector than the average guy pulling a book off of a shelf. It's just true. And if you are getting that diehard person to end his pull list, you've made a mistake. You've screwed up. They go for the super users rather than try to draw new users in via new products. Now, instead of 48,000 flavors and variations of products, people already get, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Like, I get it. We're old. We think old ways, and the days of collecting are gone. It's true. Um, I think in the future, if there are still paper comic books, um, this era, or not now, but 3 years ago, 4 years ago, the COVID and just post COVID era of consumerism will be looked at in similar ways as the Roaring Twenties. It's hard for me to articulate what I mean by that, because obviously the same amount of prosperity isn't there, but the way spending was done, the frivolous spending, the glut of riches that was the Roaring Twenties because of the Industrial Revolution. Um, Ours was kind of an inverse bizarro version. COVID stopped people from doing the frivolous things outside of their house. Hey, Kate. And were forced to do things that were more consumer driven, breaking, comics, Lego, and such. And the industries produced mountains of those items knowing that they had a semi captive audience. So I think in 30 years, they're going to look back at COVID and post COVID and be like, yeah, that was an isolated thing. It's not going to continue. It's already not continuing. Yes, there's variance, but it's not literally. With Scotty Young, with Ross, with Campbell, they were doing 30 covers of one book. You're still seeing 5, 6 covers. You're still seeing like cover H, but you're not seeing cover ZZ. I think case sits will always be collected and have value, but the numbered cards and parallels will be overproduced and looked down upon, like the 1988 Fleer comments. Oh, absolutely. Already, nobody cares on something that's numbered. I'm going to throw an arbitrary number out there. I'm going to throw out a number that is what I see. Anything numbered over 99. Why? Yep. See, me and Sapporo are on the same page. At the place that I used to work at, there was actually a rule. It didn't get a top loader if it was numbered over 99 unless it was autographed or had a relic. If it was just a base numbered card over 99, it didn't even get a top loader. Think about that. It didn't even get a top loader. It got a penny sleeve. Anything 99 and under was a top loader. Anything, I think 25 and under was a mag case. Now, mag cases are not the best way to ship cards. I'm going to give you a hard truth on that one. There's a reason we have screw downs, and I'll screw down a couple of things when I send it to you. Screw downs are a little bit more tight than a mag case. But more often than not, I will send you a mag case or a screw down, but I'm not going to ship it to you in a screw down. There's just too many things that can go wrong. Or I'm sorry, mag case. Too many things that can go wrong, even with stickers. Now with the Breaker's Delight boxes, we've seen these new manufactured lower numbered parallels and specific products at lower print runs. So now those will dilute, and the other 50 and under those cards. Yeah, a good example. Oh, is this the lawyer yelling at me for saying these things? Don't worry, Jimmy. I already have them next to the door, bud. Here's a perfect example. 2025 Marvel The Collector's box. It is a box that is to mimic, the collector, as in the collector from Guardians of the Galaxy. It is 3 packs, 3 cards. 1 card is a guaranteed autograph. 1 card is a base card numbered 100 or less. And the 3rd card is a parallel or additional autograph. That is made solely to, and they're $600 a box. Last I checked. Could be $700 a box now. 3 cards. Each of those cards are going to cost you $200. I can remember when people were losing their minds when Pacific sets had 10 parallels. I do. Yep. I know, Lord Browning, hard pass is right. So $200, you might get an autograph worth $200. You might get an actor you've heard of. Your numbered parallel unsigned to 100, I will be stunned if there's a single one listed over $200. I won't say listed. Let me rephrase that. That's wrong terminology. I would be stunned if there was one that sold for more than $200. And then the 3rd pack is a question mark. So you're going to have to average. If you are a flipper, Marvel Sapporos. If you are a flipper, you are suddenly forced to list those cards, those autographs, at $400 to try to make your nut back. It is making it impossible to flip those. Now, I don't recommend flipping. I don't recommend them. I say to collect, but now as a collector, look at that box, and you're going to pay $200 a card, or you can buy the single for probably $60. Maybe you can splurge $400 on the autograph, and you're still making out better than you are on the box price. We're old collectors now. When Trevor first started collecting in the early 80s, the old collectors then were laughing at us for buying whole boxes of cards and not trading and flipping and creating sets on our own, right? Because that was it back then, set collecting. And if you had duplicates, you put them in the spokes of your bike and it sounded like a motorcycle for about 30 minutes until the card bent. My dad has a Joe Montana rookie that the corner is completely rounded from being in his bicycle spokes. I'm sorry, not Joe Montana. His Joe Montana's in good condition. O.J. Simpson rookie from his spokes. I was alive when Joe Montana's rookie happened. Yeah, trading is... I will say, here is one thing that I will tell you. I'm going to... What up, BK? In the conversation, but isn't it up to the buyers that will set the price? If people don't want to pay for it, they won't. No, exactly. But a buyer, the seller, is going to price it high. And believe me, a seller will sit on a card for a year thinking he's going to get his money. I know that for a fact. I know for a fact I've watched cards that are way overpriced and that person keeps relisting them for years at the exact same price because they just think that is going to age like wine. Yeah. There's a reason people won't put best offer because they're not going to accept anything other than what they want. So here's what I have to say. James at school, he's the new kid. So kids were being very nice to him and found out he liked Pokemon and were giving him Pokemon cards. Then James, in turn, I said, Jimmy, go to your collection. I want you to pull some of your Pokemon cards. And I want you to go back and give that girl some of your Pokemon cards. And he did. And I was like, buddy, that's called trading. That's how this used to work. Somebody would give you a card that you needed and didn't have, and you would in turn give them a card that they needed. It wasn't about, hey, what's the comp on this Bulbasaur EX? What's the comp on this Pikachu VMAX? No, it's like, oh, I need that one. Oh, I have an extra one. Here, I need that one. Oh, I have 2 of those. Take it. Sapporo says nobody else collects that player. It's Dummy Taylor, isn't it? You're cornering the market on Dummy Taylor T209s. No, the sellers as in, I mean it in the literal case, BK. The sellers setting the price and not, they have to set the price to try to recoup their nut. They're buying a $600 box that only has 3 cards, so they have to set their price at $300 and are not budging. I meant it in the literal sense of it, not the figurative microeconomic sense of it. But no, BK, I do understand what you are saying in that. Good old Rusty Kuntz. Sapporo's like, nah, the only other person I know collected them, stopped being active in 2005. Translation, the guy died in 2005. Guy's dead. There he is. It's the only one you need to know right now. Oh, Shisa, that's right. You're going to be in town tomorrow. Man. BK, you and I are snuggling. Speaking of sketch cards, that reminds me I need to reach out to Don Wynn and Paul Maitland again. All right, folks, I think we won't be done here. Oh, T-Bone. I need to ask you a question. I gotta find it. Have you ever heard of an auction house called REA? They're out of New Jersey. Yes, you know the guy who created. His name is Robert Edwards. The REA stands for Robert Edwards Auction now. It is owned and operated by another person that I know very well. Super familiar with them. Good friends. Okay. Something popped up in my feed. They had a card that's coming up for auction. It's obscure. It's a Buffalo card. It's not going to go for very much. I just didn't know if they were reputable. Now, granted, everything in there seems to be graded, but I just didn't know if it was reputable. Very legit? Okay. I'll probably flag them under my auction tab. Good to know. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Oh. Not for nothing, he has a bunch of old judges that are up. I know you and old judges. I'm just gonna throw that out there, T-Bone. There's some old judges up. Anyway. It's baseball world, so we did a lot of wheeling and dealing back then. Good. That's old school. I love it. Good stuff. It's a rich man's game. Yeah, he's dealing with all early 20th, late 19th century stuff. All of it is big ticket. There's a gaggle of redback Ty Cobbs, a couple of yellows, blank backs. He's got they're big. It's big cards. It's not casual collector stuff on that site. It's not pristine auction. It is. I have I have a credit line of 6 figures, and I'm getting cards by the gaggle. All right, folks. Is there anything I can get for anybody, or anything that anybody wants to chat about before we get to sumo? I have a mucho tremendo day tomorrow. I know that doesn't make any sense in Spanish. But I go back to my question I thought of a few years ago. Is it expensive because it is cool, or is it cool because it's expensive? At some point, the hobby seemed to have flipped. Yeah, classically it was expensive because it was cool or because it was scarce. Now it's cool because it's expensive. Like, let me give you an example. The former Jake Paul PSA 10 Pop 1 trainer card. It's cool because it was an award for winning the tournament. Then it became cool because it was it was expensive because it was exclusive and only the winners of the tournament got that card. And it was the only PSA 10. Then it became cool because it was expensive. So there is a dichotomy to it. There is a duality to it. Something is initially typically going to be expensive because it's scarce, and then the sheer popularity of it makes it expensive. The sheer cool factor makes it expensive. And then the price tag itself makes it cool. So, all right, I already know it's going to be Dad Asumo because that's the only person we go to now because he's awesome. Let me check the gate. I'm pretty sure the gate is clear. I don't even think I have the app open because that's how I roll. Yeah, we're clear. I want the #1 copy of Dork, but I don't want to pay over $100 for it. All right, fine. I'll Google Dork. Jesus, it's a real thing. I want. Look at this. Dork #1 is a fraud. That is the first thing that pops up. Dork #1 is a fraud. I know it's Reddit. I'm just saying it's hilarious that that is the first thing that comes up. Oh, comic book speculation? Holy crap, it is the funniest. Yes. To watch people lose their minds is unbelievable on there. I loved that. Well, let's go. Oh, I can't show you that screen because it has my drop downs on it. I can't show you that because my secrets are there. All right. Jeez, they already have 2 of them graded in 9.9. Oh, that's what you need. You need that, and then you need Kate Crawford to draw on it. Kate Crawford will draw your dork on that cover.
Oh, we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore.
There you go. There's $80, man. $80, 5.7, so $85. That is the best I can find you. Don. Draws what? Draws dork. See, that's why I love Go Collect. I can shop 2 sites at once. Ooh, 75? There you go. Oh, it's on bid. Never mind. Download Go Collect. There is a free version. That's what I'm currently using. You don't have to have a fancy version like Doug has. And it'll help you shop for any book you want. I do really enjoy Go Collect. It does make the hobby easier. So there we go. All good. Excellente. Oh, get it. Oh, damn. Jerks. That's still gonna end up being pretty cheap. It's probably about $50. 67. There you go. Get it from Britain. That's going to be bid. What? Hey, dude, this is it right now. $7 a copy. Who cares about what print it is for the blank? Yeah, but it's the blank. Who gives a crap? It's the blank. You're going to paint over it anyway. Nobody cares. Blanks don't matter what the print is. Half of the blanks are reprints from 30 years ago. Here you go. They're coming from England. Pre-order it right now. 100% positive. 55,000 sales. There you go. Run. Infinity and Beyond Shop. You're welcome. I'll take my payment in art. I'll take my payment in blind cat hugs. Oh, Kate. All right, Kate, I got the link for you. You're welcome. It's what I do. It's what I do. What else we got? There you go, $5 a pop. Sending that too. And these ones are, I believe these ones are in the U.S. Do these? Yeah, they ship in Vegas. Oh my God, you could probably locally pick them up. Go with this one, BK. There you go. $5, $20. You're welcome. In Vegas. See, Go Collect, folks. Sign up, tell them DC the Breaker sent you. That's what I need. Hey, Go Collect. You're going to get a referral system, and you're going to make me one of your referral people, and you can give me some free years. I got you. I got you, homies. People listen to me. I deliver. All right, folks, that is enough. It's time for some Subo. That was fun, right? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is Friday. Listen, I am not going to tell you exactly what's going to happen, but I'm going to highly recommend that you tune in tomorrow. Listen, tomorrow, you're going to want to be here. Something's happening. I can't tell you what, but be here. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. All right? It's a surprise. Be here tomorrow. You're going to want to be here. That Valtrex money. Jackwagon. I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other so you can be here. Oh, Super X is going to miss it. Dang, homie. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, it's going to be fun tomorrow. It's going to be interesting tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. It's probably going to violate terms of service. I'm pretty sure. So, who knows? I think maybe even Jimmy the Breaker will be here. I think Mrs. the Breaker will be here. It could be a pretty big and fun day. So, Take care. Be safe. I love you all. It's time for some sumo. See ya.